administration for salaries and benefits, instead of the money being used to help veterans, which is what it was raised for. There are all kinds of legal documentation and legal opinions. Even our own corporate lady, Toski, in 2014 came out with a opinion stating that the money can only be used for what is it says it's going to be used in the village, which is the veterans, not salaries, not all that other. So that is something that you should have checked into, especially since you all know that veterans issues are very near and dear to my heart. And you should at least give the common courtesy that it might, heaven forbid, that I might be right. So you should have investigated it. But none of you guys have. Or you wouldn't be trying to do what you're doing now.
Obviously, the rest of the story is there was a court case. The way we handle our finances, like other counties, other departments in the state, it's all legal. It's all been approved the way we do it. It's the way that Les doesn't like it done, but it's okay to do it that way. And we passed another millage to help with more money because of the need for services locally to help the vets get the services they need from state and federal. It's all fine. And you misquoted Miss Toski. She said it was okay too. And there was court cases that said the way we did it is exactly the way you should do it. It isn't the way Les likes it done. And I might add that over the years, there's not many things that in the veterans' budgets or veterans' activities, Les has voted no continually on the appropriations, so on and so forth, because he doesn't like the way it's done. But the board saw fit to do it as prescribed by law and through court referendum or court activities that said that was the proper way. Isn't that right, Les?
No, once again, you are in.
No. Any other commissioners? Commissioner Howard.
I agree with Commissioner Root from Monday that creates a circus and does no good. As it doesn't take a lawyer or a judge, we have no real formal powers to do anything against elected officials. All I will say is I'll speak for myself, and that I get emails every year. So auditing standards call for us to inquire of your thoughts regarding the risk of potential fraud within the county. Your responses to the following questions will assist us in designing more effective audit procedure for the audit of Shiawassee County for the year ending December 31st, 2015. And question number 2, are you aware of any allegations of fraud or suspected fraud affecting the county? For example, receiving communication from employees, former employees, or others. For the second year in a row, I mentioned that Commissioner Schneider had some concerns with the VA office and let the auditors handle it. Just as last year we received the clean audit. I look forward to the audit in June to see what comes back. Up to this point, nothing has come back. I'd like to move on if we can, as much as I hate to disappoint everyone that came here.
I think it's just a circle. Everybody's got different opinions. Les has got his opinion. I guess he can write it what he wants on the paper. He's got a free speech. And as far as Mr. Plowman talking all this, what is, he's not speaking on my behalf. I don't know if he's a spokesman for the whole county commissioners or not. I don't know if he's that or not. He's just making his view. And that's the way I feel about it. I think it shouldn't even be discussed. It should, whatever goes on in the paper, you can say what you want. I don't agree to whatever thing goes on in all the other departments. I know things that go on that are not up and up. And I got proof of those too. And I've been a county commissioner for 6 years, and I've been with the county before that, and I know a lot of dirty politics goes around because I was in that position. So everybody's got different opinions, so I think we just better move on and not get down and dirty on it, so that's my opinion.
I made my comments Monday.
Commissioner Horvath.
Yeah, for myself, it's always been my main concern that, because especially since the voters have expressed themselves with the passage of the millage, and to see to it that those funds are being used in the proper way by administering the benefits to the veterans. This has always been, you know, my main focus. When Les mentions that there's an attempt to block him from doing what he wants to do, I guess I resent that statement, because it's not an attempt to do that. It's an attempt to make sure that things are flowing in the direction, well, at least from my part, things are flowing in the direction that I believe the voters and the veterans are probably, in all likelihood, they make up a good percentage of the voters, want it to go, to be sure that things aren't blocked. I don't want to feed this feeling of asking for a resignation in terms of in any way. I think it was warranted that we had a discussion, and you know, that's why I presented the motion to at least bring this forward and support it and voted for the committee to win this discussion. That's really all. Anything further that I have to say.
I'll speak for a few minutes. I agree with Commissioner Plowman that every year the VA board gets audited, and if they're not finding anything wrong, the veterans, most of the veterans of this community are happy with how things are going at the VA. We're helping many more people than we helped in the past, and it just month after month, Commissioner Snyder seems to want to argue with us. At some point, I had hoped when I was chairman, when Commissioner Howie became chairman, that maybe we could unify a little bit and actually do a little bit more good for the county than what's being done. We come in here and spend many minutes, hours arguing over some of Les's problems with the VA, but really, whether he's not getting the information he wants, but he never has any proof. It's just all hearsay. And the hearsay, and I don't want to get in an argument with Mrs. Clatterball.
Proof.
Sit down. I don't want to get in an argument with Mrs. Clatterball, but some of the, no, I know, but some of the, the People's Choice Committee makes accusations against me, and a lot of it's hearsay. If you look at my voting record and you look at what the commissioners here have really been trying to do, what I say in my personal time and joking around, talking to people, that is nothing. It's the votes and what we get done on this board. And we thought that maybe Commissioner Howie could help bring things together. We just argue and argue. We do not get the amount of things done for this county that need to be get done. The veterans passes a millage. The 911 passes a millage. This county struggles just to pay its bills. Many of us put in a lot of hours trying to work on the issues to keep things going, to keep roofs on buildings, to keep our employees in decent vehicles to drive around to do maintenance. And yet we just keep coming circle back to arguing with Les and the veterans issues and some of these other issues. And it's too bad that the communication is so poorly between everybody that we're just not serving the citizens really like we should be.
I don't know,
Excuse me.
my only point is,
No.
less is proof. The proper protocol is Mark Pendergraft, the Michigan State Police, handles all fraud and investigations. That's where that would go. I told Les that over a year ago.
Yeah, and unknown to you and the others, I've already done that.
Okay.
So Speaking of last year,
No.
if I may.
No, you may not.
Oh, I'm not allowed to show any
No,
proof,
this
the man to show you?
discussion
What the
is
heck is
done.
going on here?
We're done. It was a discussion item, I'm the chairman.
Free country.
This is not gonna be a circus and an argument. We had our discussion,
Everybody's a circus.
we can come
That
back,
was done.
not going on. We're gonna move on.
Oh, you guys are good.
Oh, he's a clown.
I'm not allowed to, to.
Les, you had your say,
And I was stopped.
and you're done. You were not
It was
stopped,
around.
you quit.
It was around.
It's over.
No, it's not.
Public Safety and Courts, Commissioner Horvath.
It has just begun.
You see people, do you want to blame it on 3 or 4 of us? This is what we go through month after month, trying to get something done.
If you would, since you mentioned me again, I have no intention of getting up again. This board is divided, there is no doubt about it. And I've seen us falling apart of the last 3 or 4 boards, if not even more. But this board is divided, and I believe it is from how things are done. I understand what you do. I was here, I did it, I know how you work. And I know it's a thankless job many days, but it's how things are done. They're done in a deceitful way oftentimes. Meetings are held, decisions are made without everybody being included. There was a very spiteful reorganization of the board, leaving 3 commissioners completely out of everything. It's a very purposeful thing that's coming from the top. And I understand he's being influenced too by many people, but we understand what's going on. But that is what the perception is too. It is not just the people in this room. You have to understand, Jeff. Now, one thing I can say for you, and I have told people this, you at least have been respectful when I've been in this room a couple of years ago. You were respectful to me, you talked in a calm tone, and I have to say I appreciated that. And I do give you credit for that. But it's the way things are being done here. And I did not expect this from this current board. We had higher hopes, and it's fallen apart from the top down because of self-interest and greed. And again, we come back to the same thing. But I do think that you need to let at least the parties involved here finish the conversation. But that's up to you, you're the chairman.
It's not going to carry on.
That's up to you.
Commissioner Horvath.
Thank you. Motion to consider approving the National 911 telecommunicator